some of these steps. That is, to suggest new mathematical ideas. And this is good. This is good for mathematicians, of course. For example, what fuzzy topology? Fuzzy topology is topology. This topology that takes into account fuzzy sets. And then a lot of new theorems that were unknown when making topology with just sets did appear. Is fuzzy topology interesting for fuzzy logicians? Look, fuzzy topology started by considering the problem of points. That 25 years ago was a worrying problem. Points. What is a point? Well, maybe there are 200 or 300 papers or more on fuzzy topology, and very, 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 very rarely these papers are quoted in the paper on fuzzy. Then, for who is interested in fuzzy topology? Mainly for pure mathematicians. The same with most of the new operations that were induced from trinomial trigonometry, like uninomers. Which number of applications deserve uninomers? 1, 2. The study of negations, functionally expressible or not, strong or not. This is a mathematical subject. This has some reflect in fuzzy logic. At least strong negations. The other negations, up to until now, did not have any kind of applicability. Posing, solving new functional equations and equations. There was a lot of functional equations and copy equations. A lot. For what? To clarify laws of fuzzy algebras. This influenced functional equations theory? Yes. Yes. Why? Because we introduced some very new types of functional equations. And the type of the functional equations and the way to solving the functional equation is important for mathematics. Next, a small progress in the field of functional equations. Aggregation, formulas, then a lot of mathematical ideas can come from fuzzy logic. Nothing more can grow from problems from fuzzy logic or else. And it can benefit fuzzy logic from some of the techniques. For example, say that. To know the algebra is verifying the Neumann law. The perfect repartition law is exactly this intersection and this intersection. I needed to solve a complicated Baxter equation that was never before was solved. And at the end, we obtained all the algebras in which the von Neumann law does. And, like in other cases, it's not out of historical possibility that sooner than later, new chapters can appear and grow in math because of the niche of science. This is perfect. Mathematics can grow by taking ideas from fuzzy logic. And then you should decide, where are you? In the field of mathematics or in the field of fuzzy logic? Or in between? But this should be clear in your mind. Never forget that a blind use of math can easily conduct to wrong decisions, to wrong points of view, to wrong solutions. This mathematics is an excellent tool if correctly managed. If not, a lot of difficulties can be. Let me stop a little for a moment in logic. It is important for fast. Logic evolved historically from the act of arguing, reasoning against others. We will discuss with people in the public square. I need to argue, I need to show my opinion, my views by arguing, and usually I am arguing against other people. It evolved to a science of rational reasoning. And remember that rational is a Latin word that comes from ratio, washing. The Greek time was not ratio, it was logos, that means word. Logos just means word. The expression of ideas by words. Well, this evolved up to the moment in which a terrible discussion between logicians in letters in the faculties of humanities and Augustus de Morgan forced George Boole to help de Morgan. And this was the reason of the first book by Boole, Mathematical Analysis of Logic. Look, mathematical analysis of logic. Logic is here, mathematics is here, and Boole tried to do a mathematical analysis of logic. The situation evolved in such a way in very few years that the second book that Boole published was called The Laws of Thought. Laws of Thought. From the mathematical analysis of logic to the laws of thought. All that we thought was modeled by Boole. This is a lot, of course. Not strange that at the end it appeared mathematical logic. Mathematical logic is not logic. It's mathematical logic. Are theorems obtained from axioms, from suppositions, and strictly following by deduction these axioms. It appears books, enormous books, which title is Mathematical Logic. No book of mathematical logic must be extremely related with logic, but two different subjects. Of course, in a book of mathematical logic, you can find instruments to study logic, but it's mathematical logic. But mainly, a lot of this mathematical logic came from problems in mathematics. Why? The Gödel's theorem, that is an extremely important result, belongs to mathematical logic because it affected to the foundations of mathematics. Then mathematical logic, in some way, is a mathematical reflection on the foundations of mathematics. Right? This has to do with the art of arguing, with representing the world, only in one. What happens with fuzzy logic? In my view, fuzzy logic should be a part of a new science. It does not exist. Again, it is the science of reasoning. And in my view, fuzzy logic should be the part corresponding to models of reasoning with fuzzy sets. But in my view, fuzzy logic is not a part of mathematical logic with, or simply mathematical logic. Okay? In my view, these parts of mathematics that have the adjective fuzzy topology, in my view, they have a too narrow scope for fuzzy logic. A too narrow scope. I will give you some arguments. I am rejecting mathematical logic with fuzzy sets? No. I am not rejecting. I am just telling you, be careful. Because you should decide if you are working in the side of mathematics, or in the side of fuzzy logic, or in between. But you should take care of this issue. Of course, I can reject because the results can be relevant in the mathematics field. And we can have ideas coming from this kind of pure stuff. In my view, people working this more or less pure mathematics side, they consider problems that only touch fuzzy logic in a corner. Their problems are not in the core of fuzzy logic. For example, what is the design in these mathematical studies? There is not. They are working with systems, thinking that the systems are there. No, the systems are not there. Systems should be designed. Systems should be designed. Without the design, we cannot say almost anything on a system. When considering the soundness, they only consider soundness related to truth. Wow, mathematically important, but for fuzzy logic not too relevant. For fuzzy logic, what is relevant is the soundness against the world. Not against an abstract concept of truth, against the world. This is an important difference.